Are you an overwhelmed stay-at-home mom trying to figure out how to keep your house neat and happy and healthy for your family, but you don't know how to do it? That's what I'm here to help you with. My name is Marcel, if you're new here, and I created a Happy Homemaker to help overwhelmed stay-at-home moms have a calm and peaceful home. And that's not easy to do. If you have 2 or 3 kids in tow, if you're trying to get everything done and you don't know how and you don't have systems in place, that becomes a very difficult task. So I'm here to help you. I have been a homemaker for 24 years and I have been a stay-at-home mom for 18 years. And my house is peaceful. Everything is picked up. Everything is clean. I cook from scratch. I do everything that I'm supposed to do as a stay-at-home mom. And it's not difficult, but I have had to learn over the course of all of these decades now how to do that. So it's going to be a bumpy ride for most of us. And I wasn't naturally a homemaker. I don't know if many women are anymore. I was raised to be a career woman and I worked for about 4 years when my son was young. And then I came home again about 10 years ago and I've been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years without stopping now, which has been wonderful. I love this lifestyle. It's the best thing for me. But you need to have systems in place, and that's what I'm here to help you with today. If your home feels chaotic and you're still trying hard and you're trying to do all the things at once, then this is going to help you. So the number one reason why your home feels chaotic, even though you're trying hard, is that you are relying on effort instead of systems. That's the most important thing. You are trying to go by memory. You're trying to figure out every day. You're trying to reinvent the wheel. And that does not work long term. You're going to have systems in place. You're going to have to know what to do every day. And here's the most important thing. Don't try to do everything at once. You need to start with small systems. That's what I did when my son was about 2 years old. I was in the middle of toddlerhood with him and potty training and all of that. And I was staying home with him at that time. I stayed home with him from the time he was born until he was 4 years old. And it was difficult. We had a large house and I was by myself to take care of it. And even though I only had one child, it seemed so overwhelming to me. And I didn't know what to do every day. And I had to put myself on a system. And I started very simply. I started with an evening routine. So every day, every night, I would reset the house. I would try to make sure that the living room was picked up, that the kitchen was clean. I would do all the dishes after dinner. No leaving dishes in the sink for the next day. Make sure you get them finished every night. That's very important. So that the next day I could start the day off on the right way of doing it, so that my day would be peaceful and it would be a lot easier, because I didn't know when my child was going to wake up. Sometimes it was 6 in the morning, sometimes it was 8. I didn't know how much time I was going to have, and it was a lot easier to start off the day with a clean kitchen, a clean house, and start out on the right foot. So that's always what I try to do. But if you try to rely on your memory, on your instinct, it's going to be a lot more difficult to keep chaos from interfering with your routine. You need to have a routine in place. So that's number one. Number two is that you are trying to do everything every day. And we as women take on a lot. We want to have the cleanest house. We want to be cooking from scratch 3 times a day. We want to be taking care of our children and being present for them and playing with them and taking them to the park and doing all the things. That is impossible. Despite what some influencers might tell you, it's very difficult to live that way and it's exhausting. It's not as exhausting as working outside of the home and having to do all of those things on top of it, but it's still exhausting. So if you're a stay-at-home mom or if you're thinking about becoming one, it is very important that you have set times to do different things. Divide up your chores into weekly chores, daily chores, seasonal chores. That's what I did. And I have a great way of doing this. I created a product called the Happy Homemaker Starter Pack. and it's only $19, and it helps you with a list of things that you need to do weekly, things that you need to do seasonally, things that you need to do daily, and it's very helpful. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to link it down below. But here's the thing, make sure that you're trying to have a set routine. That is very important. And don't make it a routine that you're going to follow for 3 days and then go off and not do anything for 2 weeks. That's very important. That's what I tried to do. I would buy these books, and this was back before YouTube, before there were any people teaching you how to do any of these things. I would buy these books by homemakers, giving me these 17 to 20 point things that I had to do every day. And I found that so overwhelming. I'm like, how am I going to get all of this done? And I would try for a couple of days and I was exhausted and I didn't know what else to do. So you can't do that to yourself because you're going to burn out. So start very small. Start with one simple routine in the evening. Then after you've done that for a couple of weeks, you add a routine in the morning. And then you start to organize your laundry. My laundry is organized by days of the week. I do 1 or 2 loads every single day, Monday through Friday, but we have a small family. We have only 3 of us. So if you have a larger family, you might have to do 2 or 3 loads every day of the week. I don't do laundry on weekends. Maybe you'll have to. Maybe that's just how your family is. But even if you have to do that, if you know that you're going to do darks on Monday and towels on Wednesday, you're going to feel much better about how your routine is going to be set up. So make sure that you're not relying on memory, that you're not trying to do everything at once. That's number 2. Number 3 is that you have not created reset points in your day. And that's very important. I have 3 reset points because that's just how my day is set up. Every morning we have breakfast and my son leaves his dishes in the sink because I haven't gotten up yet, so the dishwasher hasn't been emptied. And he always has breakfast before we do. He leaves early for school. He's a senior in high school and he does his own breakfast. He makes a smoothie every morning, so I don't have to worry about that. But then the things are in the sink, and then my husband gets up, I make him breakfast, I make myself breakfast, and then the dishes are there. So that's reset point number 1. I empty the dishwasher, I do all of the breakfast dishes. No dishes in the sink for the whole day, mounting up for you to do them all at the end of the day. That is one of the worst things that you can do, and it is so overwhelming. I've done it before, so I know. So no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. I'm not going to judge you, but I'm telling you that it's going to be a lot easier for you if you have reset points along the course of your day. So make sure you're organized like that, that you do your morning dishes when they are fresh. Don't let them mount up and accumulate in your sink. And then your dishwasher is going to be empty for the rest of the day. Maybe if you have a large family, you're going to do that after lunch as well. After you serve lunch, then your dishwasher will be full. If it is full, run it. Run your dishwasher twice a day. There is no law that says that you only have to run your dishwasher at the end of the day. That is ridiculous. Nobody needs to be living like that. You have a dishwasher, use it because it's going to help you out a lot. But it's going to be more work because you'll have to empty it again before dinner. And sometimes that's what I do. If I make a big breakfast and then I make a big lunch and I have a lot of dishes from cooking, and not just for serving because it's just the 3 of us, but if I've been cooking a lot from scratch, sometimes I make pancakes and sometimes I make like pasta for lunch. If we're all at home, then the dishwasher is going to be full. So I run it after lunch. That's reset point number 2. I run it after lunch and then a quick cycle so that it doesn't take 3 hours. That's the way I do it. Then by mid-afternoon, the dishwasher will be ready to go. I empty it, waiting for dinner. And if you need to run a quick vacuum over your kitchen or your dining room, wherever you and your kids eat, then you do that during reset point number 2 as well. And then at dinner time, you serve dinner, you cook, then you do all of your dishes. That's reset point number 3, but it's a little more involved. What I do is that I vacuum the kitchen, I vacuum the dining room. We eat in the dining room every night, and I clean the table with, a cleanser, and I make sure that it's sanitized and everything because there are always crumbs and things like that. and then I do all the dishes. And sometimes my son helps with that too. He does the dishes too. So that's very helpful. And then the dishwasher is full again. So you run it at the end of the night. I usually wait until after dinner, until like 10 o'clock when it's time to go to bed. Because if somebody decides to have a snack, I don't want to have those snack dishes in the sink overnight. So I wait until later in the evening to run my dishwasher. And then it's the next day again. And you've spent your whole evening and your whole day resetting and getting your house back to order. And that's just the kitchen at night. You should also do a pickup of your living room if your kids have been playing all day, and your playroom, your play area. And then your house will be reset for the next day. I love to do that. It is so calming to me to know that I'm going to go to bed with a clean house and I will wake up to a clean house. And you can have these reset points, and people, this does not take 45 minutes to do. It takes 15 minutes. Time yourself. If you don't believe me, time yourself. See how long it takes you to pick up your living room. It's going to be 7 to 10 minutes at the most. The kitchen is probably going to take another 5 to 10 minutes. And in less than 20 minutes, you can have your house picked up for the evening and you're all set for the next day. So that's why your house feels chaotic, even though you're trying hard. You're just going from one task to another, probably without finishing the first, and your day is going by and you're not finishing anything. And if you have ADHD or anything like that, it's a little more difficult to organize yourself this way. But you can still do it if you start and finish. If you set a timer, it can do that to help you, like the old Fly Lady system. Set a timer for 15 minutes, accomplish what you can accomplish, then quit and stop. I used to do that back in 2004 when Fly Lady was very new, before I even had my child. And it was very helpful because it taught me that it doesn't take 10 minutes to unload the dishwasher. It takes 3. And I have 3 minutes in my day. I'm not so busy that I cannot unload the dishwasher. So it really quickens you to do all of these things. And if your home feels chaotic, there is hope. But you need to have a system in place. Don't rely on your memory. Don't rely on instinct to get your house back to normal. It's very doable, and I'm here to help you. I love to do this. I love to teach women what I have learned myself. I was not a good homemaker for many years. I did not like to clean the house. I did not like to cook. Well, cooking came a lot more easily to me than cleaning the house, I'll say that. But in the very early days, I had to teach myself how to cook. I had never been in the kitchen before growing up. We always had people helping out with that. So I had to learn all of these things. So if you feel overwhelmed, it's not your fault. You just haven't been taught the systems that will help you to get there. And that's what I'm here to do. So if you enjoy this kind of content, hit subscribe and like this video so that it will get further reach. And it would be very meaningful to me if you would leave comments. Tell me, how is your house doing? Do you struggle with these things? Is it difficult for you? I would love to help you out. And I will see you in the next video.